Welcome to the latest edition of Millennial Boom with Diane, Faith, and Stanley Roberts, where almost no subject is off limits. Now, here are your hosts, Boomer Diane Faith and Millennial at Heart, Stanley Roberts.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, wait, I need to go like this.
Wait, I'm not on my phone this time.
Yo!
What's up?
Oh my
What's up on this week of Thanksgiving? Yeah?
You know, I thought about that.
And you didn't even realize this week was Thanksgiving.
I didn't even know Wednesday was Thursday.
What?
Exactly. Interesting week for me.
The quiet is gone. That is correct. We are in the house.
The quiet is gone. We are in the house.
Yep.
We are taking donations today. Today is a donation day. So get deep into your wallets and donate so we can keep this going, keep this moving. And if you just joined us for the first time, we are, this is Millennial Boom. It's Diane Faith. You know who I am, Stanley Roberts. And we have an audience that we have tied up in the back. And hello, producer Jace. And they can't talk. They can only type. And every year they like to come back and be forced to type messages. So you'll hear us, and we'll be reading some of their comments, as we always do. And we appreciate it. And we'll get mad at some people like we always do.
Oh, whoever are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't say names.
We'll wait till the comment section.
I'm not going to say Gabriel at all. Nope. I'm going to be good. You want to now later?
I might take one of these. So we're talking now and laters today.
So let's talk about them now, and then we talk about them later.
I'm talking about them now and later.
Yes.
I got it.
Banana. And we found this at
apple.
We found this at a candy shop.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
So interesting. We found a candy shop that just opened up. It's called Sweet Crimes.
Yeah, in Phoenix.
It just opened up.
It's near one of the It's in downtown Phoenix, near one of our favorite restaurants to eat.
Yes, Harumi
Sushi.
Which where I had the thing, and you took me to dinner, and it was great.
He had the real wasabi, and I don't know if you guys saw his social media where he started throwing up signs.
Well, by accident.
Because the real wasabi was too spicy.
It was heck of spicy. And then we went to a place called Shriners.
You went to there. I didn't know.
Shriners.
Sausage?
Sausage place on 7th Street. And, oh my God, everything. You know how they had said there's a big pork shortage? Well, they have like honey maple sausage. They have bacon that has no nitrates. It's like a little tiny shop that we go there and we get, we pick up a little bit of meat and we freeze it. And that way we can have it to go a long time. So we've been hitting all the locals lately. But it looks like people have been hitting the locals too, though, in Chicago, San Francisco,
yep,
and a couple other places.
So we're going to talk about now and later, now or later. Or are we talking about your favorite story of the week?
Which one is that?
The mass looting events.
Oh my goodness! Let's get to that one a little bit later because I think that one is going to be, we have to cheer them up first before we dump them down.
No, usually you give them the bad news first and then you cheer them up at the end.
Oh, that's right. That's how the news people do it. It's called the kicker, right?
Oh,
you give them all this really bad news at the very end. You say, "Look at the pretty kitty in the tree."
Well, I try not to do that, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Gabriel, it's called Harumi, not like her roomie, but it's HARUMI sushi.
And I think we've been corrected by Betty Veronica because it was Chicago, but also Union Square. So yes, We're talking about a lot of areas where around the same day there were mass looting events because everybody wants to call it. I'm gonna give this soft name, flash mob. It sounds to me like a dance. Have you ever seen that movie Kung Fu, whatever it is, where they're fighting around with the axe gang and they're dancing every time they want to kill somebody?
No,
that's what I think of. Anyway, man, I'll tell you what. Are you gonna eat some of this?
Maybe later.
I mean, it's only 5 grams of sugar.
Yes, but not only do you have to pay attention to the sugar content, but you also look at the ingredients.
Yeah, but Gabriel said that honey was better for you. And I'm going to say that maybe Gabriel was right for the first time.
Honey is an added sugar. So along with a number of other things that are added sugars. So it's actually not natural. It's not considered natural sugar. Natural sugars are found in whole foods like fruits and milk.
Well, milk has lactose.
Lactose is, yeah.
It's a sugar,
It's a natural
but
sugar.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I know.
Or I'm not really sure because I've read that lactose intolerant you could be, you cannot be. Now I tried the A2, which is supposed to be for people who are lactose intolerant.
Is that what it's called?
A2, the milk, and it makes my stomach hurt.
Okay.
But if I get lactose free milk, I have no issue.
Yeah, so you get the milk without the sugar, right?
That person who said that honey was better for you was not me.
By the way, Diane always laughs the most when she's wearing a blue shirt, so we know what to expect tonight.
I could have sworn I read somewhere where Gabriel said that honey was better, or maybe he said his uncle thought that. Well, he said his uncle never eats sugar, which I find that hard to believe because sugar is in everything.
Sugar isn't everything.
Unless you want to eat pig every single day, and it's not honey bacon, then maybe, just maybe, there's no sugar in it.
Sugar is in bread, right?
Yep. Remember that one bread we found that was better for you because it had 1% sugar?
Yeah.
But they filled it up.
1 gram of sugar.
Okay. They did it for the gram.
1 gram of sugar.
All right.
So that's why it's always so important to read nutrition labels,
Killer
just
days.
so you know what's in it. There's a thing called total sugars, and then underneath that is added sugars. That is sugar that is added, right?
Added sugar is something that you don't even know exists. Added sugar can be in anything from sparkling water to a loaf of bread. A bowl of cereal could be completely, doesn't even look like it's sweet, but if you read the ingredients, it'll say 12% sugar.
Yep. But so what's the difference when it says total sugar like 12 grams and then underneath it says added sugar 11 grams? That means only 1 gram of that is natural occurring, right?
But wait, you just asked me a question and then you turn around and answer it before I had a chance to even come back with
Because I
it.
knew you'd have the wrong answer.
I knew the answer. Total sugars. Okay, so here's a good one.
Take Stan out for ice cream.
I thought that, I thought, this was me, those energy drinks, I thought those were like the highest in sugar because I ran across a monster drink that had 108% of your recommended allowance for sugar. 108%, and I was flabbergasted. I'm like, 180%? Oh my God, that's like, and then we did a little piece. I think, did we save it? Let me see if I can find that piece.
A little piece? Oh, you mean our reel?
Yeah. So you keep talking, but I'm going to show people what, if I can pull it up real quick. Hold on, window. How do we do this?
And by the way, if you have something where you're looking at the nutrition label and it says 108% for your daily value percentage, that is too high. Here's the good rule of thumb. 5% and lower, that is you're okay. 20 is considered low. 20% or higher is considered high. And anything in between 5% and 20% is just considered regular.
So we kind of gave you a little bit of reference. I didn't post this on Facebook. I posted on Twitter, and you put it on Instagram. So most of you probably already seen this, but let me just play this if it'll play. Of course, things never work the way you want them to, and I'll let you know in a second. So could not start video, wrong format. Okay, never mind.
Oh no.
Yeah, I knew that would happen. I knew that, but I can fix it. You keep talking.
What is 108% daily value of protein? To be honest, I don't know the exact number of grams in protein, but anytime you have a percentage, the rule of thumb for anything, whether it's cholesterol, fat, sugar, sodium, the rule of thumb is if it's 5% or lower, that's considered low. If it's 20% or higher, then that's considered high. So that's an easier way to remember how much you should get, and that's based on a 2,000 caloric diet. So that's an easier way to remember, so you don't actually have to memorize how many grams of something you should be having. But everybody's body is different, so sometimes it's good to do that research. But for just basic knowledge, that's what the percentage, the daily value percentage, will help you do, so you don't have to memorize how many grams you need to be consuming for a certain amount of whatever it is, sodium, protein, yada yada. So
did you really do the yada yada?
I did do yada yada.
Okay, so I found one, and I'm going to see if I can chew it real quick.
So Gabriel, 108% is considered high for anything. That's my point. So that percentage is considered high for anything because 20% or higher. So if you have a food item that has 108% the daily value percentage is 108%, that means that that is high. So it depends on what your body needs. Now, if you're trying to bulk up, you might want a lot of
Smarty.
protein. But again, it
Stand on my
depends
shoulder
on what
for.
your body needs.
Could you give me a glass of my soda?
That percentage, the daily value
Here
percentage,
you go.
is for a 2,000
What's
caloric
this in the
diet.
bottle?
So it's general
63
terms
grams
for
of
people
sugar?
because
Wow.
you
That's
can't
what's in
basically
this
say,
bad
okay, this is what
boy.
you need, this is what you need,
Really?
this is what you need.
63
It's for,
grams?
a
Yep, you
generalization.
still want
So
it?
I just started showing it, but I showed up too soon. So
I have some
Oh,
water.
because I was
Yeah,
still talking?
no, it's okay though, because I
Thank
can
you.
start it back.
Why you
So
stand on my
this
shoulder
is,
for? Could you
what we
give me
kinda
a
did,
glass of my
little
soda?
skit, quick skit,
Yeah,
Look,
sure.
and it talks
Here you
about
go.
sugar. And I need to go to the footing so I can make it.
What's this in the bottle?
So you guys can see it.
63 grams of sugar?
And first day new
Wow.
brain.
That's what's in this bad
Anyway,
boy.
so that's a little skit we did
Really?
here with the sugar.
63
Baby
grams?
Veronica
Yep,
says,
you still
love
want it?
hearing a man tell his woman, you keep talking
I
for
have
a
some water.
change.
Yeah.
I know, he tells me that
Thank you.
every single time we go,
Enjoy.
we're on. He's like, oh, you just keep talking.
Smarty.
So basically, I mean, you put it in perspective. Is that
Why you stand on my shoulder
when you're
for? Could
doing
you give me a glass of my soda?
that magnitude? You don't really think of it as being in the powder form of that much.
Oh,
sugar.
did you play it already?
It's already played. And we're
Oh,
about to be
I was
done with
talking, huh?
it. Yeah,
Whoops.
it's okay. The mic was up. It's fine. I wanted them to see. Actually, they can go on Twitter. Oh, you have a
Or
Millennial Boom
Instagram.
TikTok now,
Oh,
right?
it's on Millennial Boom TikTok too.
How do you get to that?
You go to tiktok.com and you search for @Millennial Boom.
There you go.
So basically we did that just because I've been doing this whole nutrition thing. I took a little bit of a break from when I had my birthday a couple of weeks ago. Decided to do something on sugar, and we figured, why not show it. I mean, personally for me, may not be for everyone, but when I see that amount of sugar in something, and you can't see it in like the soda you're drinking, obviously, because it's in liquid form, it just is mind blowing to me to know that that's how much sugar I could be consuming if I decide to have that entire bottle of soda.
Okay, look at this.
Is that on our air right now?
Yes. It's,
Okay. I'm delayed.
I know, but I'm showing you that.
Okay, so we're moving on to Stanley.
So I put that up there. Was that me? And then some people were like, "Yes, it's me." And the picture, for those of you who are just tuning in, I just posted a picture of a guy with a beard like me, with his hand up against his eye, and then I asked the question, "Is that me?" And so I decided that I was going to mimic that same photo.
How many people actually said it was you?
A few people said it was me.
Okay.
And so this was my version of the same thing. And you'll see it pop up in a second. And that's what I did to show you that it could be me. What is all that?
It shows
there it
when you
goes.
went to go pick it.
All right. And so that's, and so the question was, is that me or was that me? And of course, some people cheated. Some people,
Gabriel says he looks younger than you. Sorry.
well, he's actually older than me. And it's not my father. Some person said, "Oh, that's your father." No, it's not my father. That's a musician in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Spanish musician in Brazil. And I've been getting calls saying that I look just like him. And so I saw that picture and I posted it to see if there was. And the funny part is, we played a trick on my daughter. I sent it to her. And she said it was who?
She said it was, no, she goes, that's Lawrence Fishburne. And we were like, she doesn't know how Lawrence Fishburne looks like. And we had to break it to her. That's not Lawrence Fishburne. And she was like, oh, close enough.
Somebody thought it was a thin but younger. Yeah, it's actually a musician. He's actually much heavier than I am. He's like over 300 pounds.
You thought it was him, but younger. I honestly think that guy looks older than you.
He does look older than me. But
I guess it's all in the eyes, though.
His skin, well, it's perception.
Right.
Perception is that he looks like me.
Not to mention, I see your handsome face every single day in person.
But, and there you go.
You're blushing, Beeb.
Thank you. I don't think it's impossible. I think it's rather impossible for me to actually blush, but okay. We'll go with blushing. We'll just call me a blushing bride. What's the difference? Oh, my God. How do you say daughter?
No, I like how you say daughter.
Well, that's my daughter when I have some water. I'll be here all week. All right.
You want to have a noun later to celebrate?
We can't talk with food in our mouth. That's rude.
Oh, okay.
Didn't your mom teach you any manners? You cannot put food in your mouth and try to have a conversation. Because all you hear is a sucking sound the whole time. Oh, yeah. What'd you say?
Oh, is that how you eat noun laters?
Yeah. You don't chew them. You pull a tooth out like that. Remember when you were a kid? Did you ever have a tooth pull out? Because you pull a tooth out because you're eating like gummy bears?
Stanley is 5 years and 355 days older than that guy. Wow, Gabriel, I have no words.
He's probably looking up him online, but I doubt it. I don't know how old he is. I don't care. This isn't about who's oldest and who's the youngest. It was about perception. And perception is that people think that's me, and it's not me. It's not me.
Okay, so go back to your noun later. Pulling your teeth.
So no, you ever had the candy where it's like sticks to your teeth? When I was a kid, I pulled more teeth out through candy.
Wait, your teeth actually fell out?
Well, because, yeah, your baby teeth.
Oh, I didn't eat candy when I was a baby.
So that's what's wrong with you.
Well, I'm sorry, what? I didn't eat candy when I was a baby.
You never experienced candy. You ever eat? It's like taking candy from a baby. You never had candy, huh?
I told you should have joined should join the choir. You can sing.
No. Anyway, all right.
What's your opinion of bananas? Bad Cat's Cat House says, "What's your opinion of bananas? I like bananas because they have appeal."
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh!
Wait.
I don't know what joke is worse, that one or Stanley's jokes, because those are dad jokes for sure. Saltwater taffy will pull your teeth out.
I'm trying to.
I don't think I've ever tried saltwater taffy before.
Hold on, I have to read something. Hold on.
I lost some teeth with milk duds.
So I got a titch. You keep talking. I got to go to Twitch for a second.
I got a Twitch.
Somebody told me to read the Twitch comments, but we don't have that many computers up.
I think that's on your it's on your restream.
No, he told me to read something. I don't know what I'm supposed to read, so I thought it would be there. Hey, we're almost at 200 followers, by the way, on Twitch.
Nice. All right, so okay, make sure you read. Okay.
I don't know.
When someone in my family makes a joke, I make a point of not laughing. Wow, Gabriel, that's hurtful. Right. On purpose? What if it's funny though?
Nondescript water. Okay, too hard. I got to read some of this stuff outside because I don't know what I'm missing.
It's not popping up on Restream?
I don't know what it is. So Jace told me to look for something, and I don't see it. There's a link here. Tell me what we talked. Jace, text me back and tell me what I'm looking for.
Oh, he put the link to our Millennial Boom TikTok in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. Anyway, so I thought I was seeing it across the board. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a message from Jace, our producer, and I can't. He told me to look for something, and I don't see it. I think that's what he's talking about, but I thought it was something of grave importance, and maybe it was just that. But I thought I should get it here on the restream, but I didn't see it. So anyway.
All right. So Bad Cat's Cat House says, "Here's a good dad joke." Stanley, one-liner: a baby seal walks into a club. Oh my gosh.
Oh wait. So I wrote a good one today on Twitter.
I'm dead. Gabriel says, "But keep in mind, Diane, their jokes are not as funny as Stanley's, and you just articulated how funny those are."
I have a good funny joke that I did this morning. I got to find it though because I put it on Facebook, and I got some laughs. It's on Instagram too.
Oh no, the one from this morning?
Yes. So
I rolled my eyes at this one.
Oh, I got this.
But you actually got a lot of traffic on that.
This
post.
One I got. Let me tell you right now, it is. Oh my God! It's literally at. It's 8 hours long. 8 hours ago, rather.
8 hours long. I was like, wait, your joke's 8 hours long?
Yeah. So 750 comments.
On Facebook?
Likes. Yeah, 76 comments. Sorry, 750, but 250 likes or dislikes. Thumbs up.
Okay, so what's the joke?
It says, it's a picture of a bowl of wonton soup. I love wonton soup. And I wrote, the server seemed puzzled when I asked for a refund. When he asked what was wrong with the soup, I simply said, it didn't appear to weigh 1 ton.
Crickets. I seriously read that this morning and was like,
Well, somebody said, well, what kind of soup was it?
Yeah, and that's someone who clearly didn't get the joke.
It did not weigh 1 ton.
Yeah, I got it the first time, dude.
No, do you not understand the concept?
Oh, no, I understand.
Do you know how deep that is?
Deep?
You know how deep that is when you think about it? The soup did not weigh 1 ton.
Is it really deep, though?
Oh, it's deep. It's like 42.
What?
Deep thought. Those guys over there would know what deep thought is.
I'm confused. Betty Veronica's face.
Wow. Why don't you run your jokes?
You don't run your jokes by Diane before posting them online? No.
No.
He definitely does not.
If I had to...
If he ran them by me,
I would never be on the air.
Believe like half of them, or maybe 75% of them, would not be on social media. Right. Although I do think he is hilarious. There are just some jokes where I'm like, I don't understand or I get it, but I just don't think they're funny. But overall, he is a funny guy. Right?
So wait a minute, you don't think my jokes are funny, but I'm a funny guy.
Some of your jokes I don't think are funny, but at least I'm honest about it. Some of my jokes you don't think are funny either.
No, none of your jokes I think are funny. I mean, some of your jokes are really funny.
Wait, what?
That's not what I meant.
What did you say?
That's not what I meant.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
I said...
What are you looking at?
It says that my broadcast is not available on Twitter.
Oh. Wait, so what are you... So you're saying that none of my jokes are funny?
No, your jokes are great.
You all heard it first, and you heard it without hesitation. He said I wasn't funny.
That was a joke. See, you're laughing. So, anyway.
Okay, so I think you meant to write me, otherwise your comment doesn't make sense, huh? Ask my niece where the newspaper was. She handed me her iPad and told me newspapers are old school. That fly never stood a chance. Wow, newspapers are old school.
That fly never stood a chance, so I'm going to delete that because it's not playing up, and no sense of having people look for a tweet that's not there. We do appreciate, though, that...
Enjoy sleeping on the couch, Tony DNY says.
Tony, you mind your business.
Gabriel says, but on Millennial Boom on June 7th, 2020, someone made a funny joke and Stanley said he was going to post on Twitter but never did. Want to know why, Gabriel? Because he didn't actually think it was funny. And then Jay says, someone clip this.
Gabriel, mind your business.
This is going to be used in divorce proceedings.
You and Tony can mind each other's business. I'm just kidding.
Well, and Jay says this clip is going to be used in divorce proceedings. So
you know who was in divorce court, or not divorce court, but with one of those, not divorce court. He was in one of those trials, and I saw it for the first time. I saw it on one of those social media accounts.
Who, Elmo?
No, what's that guy who just got picked for like Man of the Year? Not Sexiest Man Alive.
Paul Rudd was Sexiest Man Alive.
No, Man of the Year.
Man of the Year.
He's an entertainer. He wore the pink outfit. He was a cowboy song.
Oh, Lil Nas X?
Yeah. So he just got picked for Man of the Year. But he was in a video they found when he was in some kind of a court appearance.
When was this? When was the court appearance?
Okay, I'm going to try chatting here. Twitch is so over. All right. What's going on, James? You having a problem with Twitch? Is it twitching on you? I'll be here all week.
What's up, Terrence? ATU strong from the ATL?
What's up, Maxim? And Terrence from Atlanta.
Also, wait, I want to get back to Lil Nas X. Was this recent? Yes. Or like back in the day he was part of...
a long time ago. If you're not already, head over to YouTube chat as well. Thank you, Producer Jace, for doing that.
Oh, James, we knew you were JK Grammar.
And don't forget to hit us up with the super chat, and whatever you want to do there. And, because, it's Thanksgiving and we need to buy Thanksgiving dinner. What?
Because you know.
Michael Martinez, I have not worked for News Channel 3 since
May of 2020.
COVID.
I didn't realize you were hitting me there for that.
Ooh, that's abuse. I didn't hit you that hard. Damn. You abusive.
All right. Where you get closer?
Just to be close. Anyway, so let's move on.
Okay, so now we want to talk about your big story.
Mass
looting
events.
Yes.
That's my
big
Twitter handle that I made up.
No, hashtag.
Hashtag mass Twitter.
No.
Hashtag mass looting event.
You can't even get it right.
Hashtag
Mass
looting
looting
events.
event.
If you
Yes.
put that into your Twitter, you will find that. And you'll find it in Facebook. I'm tagging that so you can find all the footage I did on the mass looting event in San Francisco and also Chicago and also
And if you have no idea,
West Nordstrom's.
and if if you have no idea what he's talking about, please explain.
Okay. Hold on. James wrote, Stanley, you missed it. Gabriel was hanging out with me earlier on my Twitch while I was streaming Ghost of Recon, Breakpoint, so much fun. How many times did he correct you? All right, give me the number. You can just email it to me quietly. You didn't shoot that guy right. Why'd you turn that direction? Okay, so back to the big story. So we come home from taking a walk in downtown Phoenix, and I get a text message, a video of people running around with that hit the Louis Vuitton store. And I'm like, oh my goodness, is this crazy or what? You know, we know that they've been mass events before. And people are claiming that it was because of the Rittenhouse event. But I think it was just an opportunity to present itself. And as I said before, and I've said it in some of my old segments in the Bay Area, that and sometimes people will loot just for the sake of looting on a rainy day because they can get away with it. So I saw the video, and it turns out that it was a huge event. And so I started, I became obsessed with it, so to speak. I wanted to see more of the footage, and
Obsessed.
People started sending me more stuff, and I would disseminate the stuff to the public. But then I also looked at different things that were associated with it. And at the end, one of the guys that was shown in the very beginning, the first video I got showed a guy with 2 masks on, and he had on 2 masks, and he was running with stuff, and everybody's like, "Why didn't they get him? He got away." And then today, someone sent me footage of a guy being walked with the police in handcuffs. And I put 2 and 2 together, but that was the same dude that ran past with all the stuff with the double mask on. So they got him. They got him. But there were 8 cars involved in this event. And maybe 20 people, maybe 30 people that just basically hit a bunch of stores. So they hit Burberry. Was it Burberry?
Yeah, Burberry.
Louis Vuitton.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent, which is also the high-end stores. And you know what's funny? And
they also hit a jewelry store too.
So this isn't my thoughts, but I will say this: that people are saying that they're looting because of the inequalities.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're looting. So
the places, they can afford to have their place robbed because it's so expensive anyways.
Yeah. So they're claiming that reparations. I need to have this because I haven't had anything. But then why they're not hitting the? And I'm not saying you should do this, but I'm saying if you really are worried about you not getting what you need to wear clothes, then why are you hitting the Goodwill? They got tons of clothes there. Why not the Ross, Dress for Less? They're hitting all these high-end stores. I'm not saying loot at all.
Well, here's the thing, though, is we've seen videos where they have hit those kinds of stores.
Well, we have, but that's not to this level.
Not in huge groups.
Yeah, not in this level.
Maybe like 2 or 3 people.
Right.
But none of it is right.
None of it's right.
None of it is right.
And, I mean, if I were flat broke with nothing to do, the last thing I would do is start looting stores. I just can't see myself taking a bunch of Louis Vuitton purses so I can go sell them online and make some money.
And then someone in one of the comments was like, "Hey, where are these going to be sold after?"
Yeah, exactly. So how can because
wow.
I'm going to come up on the come up, and I know some people. I don't know them personally, but there used to be some YouTube accounts where people were selling stuff on YouTube, and the stuff is stolen.
Mm-hmm.
In your heart that this stuff is stolen because there's no way this guy has all this high end stuff to sell. When he's saying, what his name was like Broke Joe. But yet he's got all this stuff that he can sell that you have to meet him. If you have to meet somebody in a dark alley to get the purse, then there's a good chance it's stolen.
And if you have to pay cash too, that's another red flag.
We should also discuss what we forgot to last week, the woman who tried to spit on Stanley outside a store in Phoenix. Well, that one was crazy because that one... If you haven't seen the footage,
last week?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that was before my birthday, right?
Yeah, it was one of those events where the lady was going berserk, throwing soda cans at the store. She saw me videotaping, and she turned to me, and she hugged this big loogie, And responsiveness from me was, if you spit on me, I will shoot you. Now, to be honest, I would probably never have shot her because that's kind of a little extreme. But
But for self-defense
under
purposes,
under Arizona law, you can tell someone that you have a weapon if it will um, get rid of the situation. In this case, I redirected her attention away from the store to me, which was great because now she's no longer throwing cans at the store and possibly at the people that work there. She came in my direction, and then when I told her that if you spit on me, and I don't even know why that came out my mouth first, but it did because it was a reaction because she was already coming at me in an aggressive manner, and she was throwing cans which were deadly. Those cans could be deadly if she would throw them at me or anybody for that matter. And she was throwing them at high velocity, and she still had about half a dozen cans in that container. So I was thinking about the cans, but also when she hugged up the loogie, and I could see it in her mouth about to come. My response was, "If you spit on me, I will shoot you." That was an attention getter. That was unadulterated attention getter. And guess what? I got her attention. So the attention was, and then she said, "Well, take me out of my misery." That wasn't because she wanted to be put out of her misery. That because she did not believe that I had a gun. So her thing, because she never saw the gun, she just heard me say it. So my next move was to open up my jacket to show her that I did have a gun, and then if you do something stupid, depending on which way you go, this could end really bad for you. But I never drew it. I never pulled it out. It was always in the holster. And yes, I do carry a gun. Do you know the death threats I get? Yes, I carry a gun. So what I did then was not only did I prevent her from spitting on me, it made her think about what could happen if she were to, even if that wasn't a possibility. And what I did was, it's called de-escalation, because now she was no longer focused on the store. She was focused on, okay, do I want to play with this guy any further, or do I want to get out of here? And you saw in the video that she got out of here and she never came back. But the police showed up 30 minutes later.
Were you still there when the police showed up?
I went in, okay.
Oh yeah, that was before you went into the store.
Just for the record,
yeah,
I shouldn't even have been at that Safeway. I should not have even been at that Safeway in any way, shape, or form. I went to Sprouts to pick up some supplies to make shrimp boil, and then I forgot to get the sour cream.
So you went back to the store.
So I went back to the store to get some sour cream. As I parked my car, this woman, she was a shoplifter. She stole a basket full of stuff. They caught her, took the stuff from her. She got mad. You saw groceries all over the ground before I started putting the camera on. Groceries all over the ground. She's got the cans. She's cursing them out. And I just want to go get the sour cream. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to be involved in this thing. But then when she started walking to the other door, I'm like, my instincts of behaving badly kicked in. And I pull out my phone. I'm like, I'm going to record this. And I was 30 feet from her. And she, just like the guy on the motorcycle, she ran to me and told me to get the camera out her face.
I always love it when people do that.
So technically, by her saying she's going to spit on me, in Arizona, spitting is considered assault. Arizona law says if someone spits on you, that is assault. Now, does it say I can use deadly force because she spits on me? Well, then that's a gray area. But if you want to diffuse the situation and you say, if you come in at me, I will shoot you, that is perfectly within my legal rights in Arizona. Now, in California, if I were to pull out and show that I had a gun, there'd be 2,000 cops and I'd be on the ground at gunpoint and she'd walk away. I'm not saying it's wrong, just the laws are different. Arizona, you have the right, I think you have the right to defend yourself. And that is assault. And I got, and here's what happened and made it even crazier. And people are saying, well, you don't know she had COVID. I didn't know. But I also didn't know she didn't have COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And as far as I'm concerned, a spit on me is a major assault. Because now I have to get checked every couple of weeks to make sure I didn't get COVID from this woman spitting on me. And again, I didn't mean, if I had known to pick up the sour cream in advance, that would have never happened.
But you didn't know, and you forgot, and the big story of this all is that you're safe.
But here's where I made the biggest.
Happened.
Here's where I made the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake I made, and I'm going to admit this. You ready for me to admit this? Because this is...
Did you not even tell me this? So I don't know what you're about to say.
No, the biggest mistake I made in this whole event was that I posted it on Instagram, and it accidentally got posted on Facebook. And
Two different
platforms owned by the same company, but the response from 2 different platforms are 100% different.
Mm-hmm.
So I can post a glass of water on Facebook, and someone will come on Facebook and tell me that was messed up. How dare you post this glass of water? I will post the same glass of water on Instagram, and people, oh, this is great, fire, share it. Facebook, how dare you? One guy had to tell me, why were you recording a woman that was mentally unstable? And I said, oh, well, my bad. Next time I'll ask the lady, excuse me, miss, before I record you throwing stuff at this window, are you mentally stable? So that's what I have to deal with. And I don't want to let things just rest, because if I let them rest, then it runs rampant on social media. And there's a good example. And I hate bringing this one up, but I'll bring it up again. The old chopstick story that went viral for no reason other than it ended up on Facebook and people got pissed.
Yeah, that was crazy. So that's the problem, is people take things, they don't take the time to understand what the situation is. Instead, they assume.
Yeah, but now Gabriel made a good point. There was the weirdest post ever was the one I did with the toilet paper. It was a meme, and the lady got upset and said, "I'm not following you for this." And she
what happened? But it was where someone was angry that you posted.
Remember the toilet paper roll?
Empty toilet paper roll.
And she got mad.
Was it the one where you were putting me on blast?
Yes, and she was upset that I showed an empty roll and how you left me hanging. And
why was she upset?
Because she said she didn't like me posting that. So I guess it hit a nerve.
But
it was nothing wrong with the post.
But why would that make someone upset?
The same reason why people maybe she was a follower from Facebook.
But so if I posted an empty toilet paper roll and said, "Oh yeah, this is," I forget what you said exactly.
So we don't know for sure she was Instagram. You know why? Because my posts cross over. When I post on Twitter, when I post on Instagram, a lot of them go to Facebook. So sometimes I get cross messages.
But do your comments from Facebook actually pop up on Instagram?
Yes, they do some. The messages do, not the comments.
Okay.
But the messages show up as comments on Instagram.
Do they?
Sometimes. You know how you know? So if it says like, or it says just reply, if it just allows you to reply or leave a message, that means it crossed over from another platform.
Mm.
I usually just post on Facebook stuff, and James Grammer wrote, well, I missed a bunch of stuff. What did I miss so we can know?
You mentioned, okay, so let's see.
I'm sorry, I got into a little rant here for a second. I wanted to make it clear to you that this whole situation went down.
Tony DNY says, it's crazy. She could have AIDS. You have the right. And then Gabriel Shapiro, this is in reference to the woman that was going to, I actually said Gabriel's last name. This is in reference to the woman that was threatening to spit. And then he says, but it was, oh, no, wait, hold on. I lost my train of thought. Okay, he says, I wouldn't be so worried about COVID, but she was clearly drugged and I could catch the drugs from her, I think.
Yeah, well, it's funny because people go to me and go, well, she's mentally unstable. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know that. I can't judge someone's mental state because I walk up on them and go, oh, yeah, you're clearly unstable. Now,
you're focused about your safety.
Now, I'm also, I have drug recognition experience when I worked with the LAPD from TV shows. So I can look at someone and tell you if they're on an influence of cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, fentanyl is new. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I think it has the same effect as heroin. So I used to know these things by looking at them. I look at tracks in their arms, something called eye ticks, where your eyes, it's involuntary movement that you have in your eyes when you're under influence. Your eyes are dilated, super wide, but as bright as can be outside. That's another sign that you're on some kind of a stimulant. Marijuana, you tend to drive slower and on the wrong, and you drift close to the center lane because you don't want to hit the wall because you're so paranoid.
Or you think that you're avoiding speed bumps and you're not because the speed bumps take up the whole street.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That's an inside joke. But okay. Do you want me to finish reading these?
Yeah, go ahead, because we play catch up.
Okay, so Tony DNY says it's not a mistake, but I'm glad you posted it. Why he also says, why not record EDP? You're a journalist and you're gonna tell a story.
EDP?
Yeah, what does EDP mean?
I don't know, I'm a journalist, I don't even know what that means.
James Grammar writes, or JK Grammar writes, I usually just post on FB stuff where only friends can see. If someone talks mess, I'll just unfriend them and or block them. Laugh out loud.
Yeah. And as a Tony DYN, Stanley, you know a mentally disturbed person when you see one just as much as someone who's on drugs. However, yes, but I can't make a judgment based on a few seconds of what her situation is. I know that she was angry. I know she got caught shoplifting. And it's funny because I'm set on a different standard on social media. Because remember the girl we met today? We met somebody from the Bay Area and they were surprised. But the girl's like, "Oh, so you're a snitch."
Well, the daughter, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, and I described what a snitch is.
Yeah.
A snitch is someone who is in trouble, an emotionally disturbed person with EDP. So a snitch is a person who is in trouble with the police, and they tell the police something someone else did so they can get out of being in trouble. So under theory, if I'm really a snitch, then I'm the worst criminal in the world. And I'm always telling the cops how to.
Yeah, because you're not saying something to get yourself out of trouble. You're saying it to make the community better. You're putting it out there to make the community better.
I hope so. That would be nice. That would be great. So I know there has been a lot of questions about whether or not I'm coming back to the Bay. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just looking at doing more stuff there, and we'll let you know when things come about. But it's a very, again, expensive undertaking, and it's a lot going on. So we won't get deep into that one. But I'm glad you asked me about that whole event because I had a chance to finally voice my own opinion about it.
Yeah, I forgot that you hadn't.
I never really talked about that.
Right?
It was traumatizing.
I remember you actually referenced it beforehand, or like right after last week, to say like you were trying not to, or else we wouldn't have been able to go out for my birthday because it happened right before my birthday.
Yes. So the guy from that Facebook group said, did you not see the guy coming? Yeah, he was a jackass, but it didn't need to be a hit the brakes and honk situation. So James, you have some video you want to send me. Make sure you send it to me. You know how to do it. Just drop it off. I'll take a look at it. No promises that it'll be posted because I need something that's visually stimulating from the very beginning so I don't have to explain to people what they're looking at. So if you catch something on your dash cam, it needs to be so clear that I don't have to explain it because some people aren't that bright. And you end up spending your whole day trying to explain why the glass has a scratch on it when you can actually just explain the story through the video. And the best way to tell a story, I used to go to, I'm an NPPA member, which is National Press Photographers Association. And there's an old saying they used to say that they still say. They say, keep it simple, number one. The other thing is, if you can turn off the camera, I'm sorry, strike that. If you can turn down the volume on the television set and still understand the story, then you've done a good job. I'll say it again. If you can turn off the sound and watch the story and still understand the story, then you've done a good job. So when you're sending me video, think of it that way. If I couldn't hear it and all I could do was see it, would I know what was going on? That's what I look for in video. So if you have something that's good, send it to me. I will repost it. I'll be more than happy to. If it's good footage, if it's long enough, I may make something out of it and you get credit for it.
He says, should I DM you the FB link?
Yes, DM me the FB link. And although trying to click links are harder, so if you can download the footage, I'll reach out to me and I'll give you a Dropbox. A Dropbox, so you can drop it into my Dropbox, or I have I have like a 2 terabyte drive for Google. So Google Drive, I can take up to 2 terabytes, and I doubt if you got 2 terabytes of footage. Now you learned something new.
Oh gosh, about the cloud.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's so frustrating. I'm still not 100% understanding that. I don't know how the cloud works, on all honesty. I mean, I know what the point of the cloud is, but I guess it's because I've been trying to delete and save and choose wisely what photos and videos I keep on my iPhone. And I noticed that when I delete certain items from my iPhone, they also delete from my iCloud. And I'm wondering why that happens, because I thought the point of the cloud is to save whatever you have connected, even if you delete it from your phone, because the cloud is the backup. Weird, doesn't work that way, it seems like. So now, and I'm almost going over my space on my phone or my storage, so trying to figure out what to do. And this one's like, you should do the 2 terabyte Google Drive, and I'm like, I don't understand how the drive, how the cloud works. I just don't. I'll get there though. I'm the boomer in this situation for sure.
So, okay, can we tell a funny story?
Oh, really? What's the funny story?
Because I like to end on funny notes.
Okay.
So, I have, past tense, satellite radio.
Oh yeah.
And, I had a subscription which expired. And the subscription was for $99 for a whole year. They gave a special. XM satellite radio. Love it. Great thing. You can pick it up anywhere. You can be in the middle of the freaking Mojave Desert and you can still get radio. And then I get a message from them saying, oh, by the way, your subscription ran out. And that you should renew it. And I'm like, okay, $99. Let me see if I can put together $99 somewhere. No, that was our old special. Our new special is $27 a month. Well, that's
not even a special.
That's $330. That's almost $400.
Is it?
I mean, that's a chunk of money. Okay, so I'm not actually working, so that kind of money is like, that's not in my budget.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't have an actual job. So what can we do to keep me happy? Nope. Can't do it. You had our last budget. You don't get that. So I said, you know what? Then just cancel it. I'll just find regular radio. I used radio forever. I mean, I liked it. It was great, but I'll just use regular radio. Right? Remember that Bugs Bunny commercial where the guy calls on the phone and goes, hello, gas company? Yes. I'm not going to pay my gas anymore. And then he hangs up the phone, and then they turn the gas off, and then Elmer Fudd can't cook him.
Don't remember that, but sounds familiar.
So we're driving down the street listening to NWA.
Yeah, we're listening. Yep. And all of a sudden, it goes to the freaking preview channel.
Goes right in the middle of a song, and we're like hardcore singing it. Yeah.
He was hardcore singing it.
And he goes, "Thank you for if you want to subscribe to XM Radio."
And then we're like, "Oh man!"
I'm like, they could have done that stuff, and that was on purpose. They did that on purpose. They knew we was jamming to NWA.
Oh,
what song was it?
Because you think they were watching us?
It was Dope Man.
I don't remember.
Okay, it was the part where
actually he was the one that was.
It was like in the part
jamming.
Dope Man. You think you're sick? You sold drugs to my sister, and now she's sick. And if she happened to die before the XM, ooh, wow, what just happened? Whoa! Did you see that?
Oh, not only did I see it, but I heard it too. What was that?
It was like Godzilla. It came out of my.
Oh my god!
Wow! I just started sweating. That was like.
You okay?
No. It was like wow! I'm sweating now.
What? Are you okay?
No, I did that, and I'm like, I'm so embarrassed that I'm actually heating up right now.
You shouldn't be embarrassed. It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Wow. Can you imagine that's going to be on and I'm going to leave it on the
well, now
on the podcast.
Gabriel's going to put it on
he's going
to put it on fails. Yeah. I'm saving this for my next fails. I didn't even read that yet. I just knew. Gabriel, here's one thing for sure that Stanley and I both know about you.
Predictable.
You are 100% predictable. Because yesterday he read me a comment and I was like, is that Gabriel? He's like, Yep. And so I'm like, we already know how he's going to react. So
this is how I picture Gabriel. 2 computers, He's watching you and watching me, and that's all he does.
Wait, no, he has a third computer because he has to do the time.
The
He has to do
timestamps.
the timestamps for when we did certain things, so he knows to go back. So he has the timestamps from all the dates we went live, so he can reference them.
Totally right. Damn, you okay? Yeah, XM got into my belly. Feels like
Dang, he really, SiriusXM really hit him hard, so hard that he.
I just whoa, and if you're joining us, it wasn't the other way. It was a belch, but it was an unplanned, unprecedented.
I mean, you were in the middle of your speech.
It was a deep belly belch that came out of nowhere.
I didn't see it coming.
Oh, wow.
Gabriel says, "Is this a compliment?" Gabriel, you can take it however you'd like.
Don't look at me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Your name is Bennett?
Yes.
Or Belch.
Speaking about Bennett, why don't you keep talking? I'm going to show one thing.
Oh my gosh, I can keep talking again. Okay, let's do this. Wait, what are you trying to show? I want to know.
Oh, I'm going to show you in a minute.
Is this you belching again?
No, we're done with the belching part. I'm done.
Everyone's asking if you're right now.
I know. I don't know.
He is. I think he's okay. You okay?
I'm something. All right. So
they might demonetize you.
I know. For that one, I'm ready to monetize me.
Oh, this one. Oh, so have you guys ever had... Okay, well, for my iPhone users out there, how many of you guys love asking Siri to help you do things? Well, this guy does. Me, not so much, because I've had experiences where I'm like, I could save so much time by just doing it, searching for it myself. He likes to ask Siri some stuff, so he's going to show you a video of an instance we had. What was it, Friday night?
Yeah, but of course the cloud is not... Oh,
now it's loading.
It's like, yeah.
Stanley, are you okay? Are you okay? Drop the beat.
I know. That was like a...
I think when Stanley said Susan Dreyer, Diane predicted I would notice and correct him. I certainly did.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
So you're not going to show it?
No, I am. I'm waiting for it to finish loading. It's still loading.
Okay.
So, it's funny, but it's like kind of frustrating.
Did you actually finish your Sirius XM story though after you built?
No, because I was at that point that was my signal to shut it down.
So you know what I'm going to do after the show?
What are you going to do after the show?
I'm going to go back and watch that part.
Oh, there it is. So it's just spinning for some reason, but it's not. All right. So
are you showing it now?
Yeah. So let me show it, and I'm gonna pop it open, and then I'm going to go back, and then we're going to push play.
You've been hit by a smooth Stanley.
Harumi Sushi.
All right. So there it is. Then can you hear the audio?
I found one option. Harumi Sushi 3 miles to your south and West Adam Street, which averages 4.5 stars. It's open today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Want to try that one?
Yes.
Great. I can call that location or get directions to it. What would you like me to do?
Call.
Live, right?
Oh, it's playing online.
Who would you like to call?
Oh.
Harumi Sushi.
I found one option. Harumi Sushi 3 miles to your south and West Adam Street, which averages 4.5 stars. It's open today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Is that the one you want?
Yes.
Okay. I can call that location or get directions to it. What would you like me to do?
Call Harumi Sushi.
I found one option. Harumi Sushi 3 miles to your south and West Adam Street, which averages 4.5 stars. It's open today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Do you want to call that one?
Yes.
Great. I can call that location or get directions to it. What would you like me to do?
Call that location.
What kind of businesses are you looking for?
Harumi Sushi.
The only option I found is Harumi Sushi 3 miles to your south and West Adam Street, which averages 4.5 stars. It's open today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Is that the one you want?
Yes.
Okay. I can call that location or get directions. Which would you like?
Call.
Who would you like to call?
Are you broke?
Who would you like to call?
Harumi Sushi.
The only option I found is Harumi Sushi 3 miles to your south and West Adam Street, which averages 4.5 stars. It's open today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Want to try that one?
Siri, you suck.
I'm just trying to do my job. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
So
She's just trying her best.
So I get punched by Siri basically.
Gordon Wong says, hey, here's a crazy thought. Use your hands. Exactly. I never use her for that reason.
So just so you know, we only did it just to show you the situation. We didn't like record it as it was happening. This was doing it again because we knew the place because she loves to go there. We just wanted see the problem was that their computers were down. And normally you can go online and put in your name on the time and tell you when you're going to show up.
Oh, for the wait list.
So
Yeah.
normally she would go on that channel, Yelp, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put in the time you want it, and they tell you how long your wait list is. They tell you how long you have to wait for it. It's not no reservations. You just get to put your name in for the wait list. So she went upstairs to grab something, and I said I'll just try to call them because we couldn't get through on the computer. And I asked Siri when I was by myself to do it, and I kept in this virtual loop of them not letting it go through. And so I said, "You got to see this, and I want you to record this because no one's going to believe this unless we show it." So, and I had already called them already, and I already called before we did this. We just need the number so we can, make sure that I don't have the number saved. I'm not like a sushi saver, and they have really good food. It's called Harumi's. They have black rice sushi, and it's actually pretty good. So the fun part was we recorded that so we can let you guys know what we went through. And I was reading the comments. A lot of people have had problems with, what is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm just listening to you talk.
That's what happened. So, what did Gabriel write?
Gabriel wrote,
It's
she loves to go there.
Wait,
What?
he wrote Gabrielli.
No, it just says Gabrielle.
Who's Gabrielle?
No, Tony is laughing, but called him Gabrielle instead of Gabriel. And Gabriel wrote, she loves to go there. Who's, Siri or Diane?
He called her Gabrielle. That's
No,
your new name.
Gabrielle, not Gabriel.
His name Gabrielle Union? Bam! All right. That was fun. What do you think?
I think that my favorite part is when you're in your passionate conversation about Sirius XM and then you were that was my favorite part.
I thought you were on my side.
I am on your side.
That was an accidental discharge.
Oh gosh, please don't use the word discharge.
From my esophagus.
I can't.
All right. So what we established today is that Gabriel only picks on us for mistakes, but he didn't pick on grammar.
No, he did. No, not grammar. He picked on. Oh, well, he said
J.K. grammar. He said. Ironically, he did not make any. He did not criticize him for making any mistakes.
Because he said he didn't make any mistakes. But he's been saying Tony DNY has been making mistakes all night. That's what he said.
You are seriously so much like my dad with Siri. Just doesn't understand you guys. No, it's okay. So I got a buddy named Warren Trent.
I definitely don't dance the same as Elaine. JK Grammar, never.
Okay. And also we have a problem with the other person.
Oh, gosh. We have a problem with the one from Amazon.
Yeah, we won't say her name because she'll just freak out.
Because we have these strip lights that he likes to set up to turn on and off at a certain time. And so he was telling the one from Amazon to turn off in like 4 or 5 hours. And so instead of it actually turning off, an alarm went off in 4 hours.
3 o'clock in the morning.
So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. No, I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
3.
Well, so early in the morning that I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? Why is there an alarm going off? So that's why the boomer in me just doesn't depend on these like technology like helpers because they're not helping. No, but the millennial in you wants to set up everything with this.
I can start my car from the couch.
Or you could start your car with your finger when you press the button. The old school way.
Oh, the old school way is starting with your button, huh? You know,
Oh,
the
no,
old
the old school way is turning the key in the ignition, but you know what I'm saying.
See, that's a millennial thing for you. Started the old school way. Push the button.
No, my other car had put the key into the ignition and turn it. So yes, I'm just saying that my car now has a button you press. Anyways,
remember, folks, the old-fashioned way. Push the button. You heard it first on Millennial Boom.
Gosh, Gabriel said that Tony DNY needs a new keyboard because he says at Gabri, my bad.
Forgive me from recovering from surgery, and I'm using Siri tonight.
Oh my god!
Surely you can't be serious.
Oh no, please don't with Siri. Oops.
So we're gonna apologize to people that were on Twitter. Somehow Twitter had a meltdown, and it got.
Oh, so they couldn't watch us from Twitter?
They couldn't watch us.
Oh, that's
lame.
lame.
It was lagging big time.
Well, if you were not able to watch us on Twitter, just rewatch this on YouTube.
It'll be ready tomorrow.
Yep. Or listen to us on Anchor FM through Apple. Oh, wait. I forgot.
Apple, Spotify.
I don't have to do that.
What?
I forgot. It's in the clothes.
What?
It's in the clothes.
It's in the clothes.
Clothes.
No.
Not clothes.
All right, people. We got to go because, she has to go to bed early tonight.
No, I don't. I don't have to go
I just gave you an out and you didn't even take it.
Oh. Okay, I have to go to bed early tonight.
Too late now. You messed that one up.
Just kidding. Would it be all right if I call you Gab?
All right, you guys are
Tony NY, DNY, you are making me laugh so hard right now.
All right. Well, I'm Millennial.
Gabriel says so the people on Twitter can't hear you apologizing to them. That's true, but if they switched from Twitter to YouTube or Twitch, then they can.
If they just switch to Twitch.
You know when Diane is getting sleepy because she starts getting loopy where everything is funny. That's actually true, JK Grammar. I've been sleepy since 2 p.m. today, so go figure, right? Did you mean to write Gab or Gabe? This could go on.
Well,
forever.
guys, we'll be here all night, but we can't. We have to get ready to go. We have to call it a night.
Hell no.
And y'all in for the night?
Hell no.
Security, show them love up in the club. We push or shove. It's only love.
He's getting sleepy too. Can you tell?
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. All right.
All right, guys. Have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy all of the good food.
Don't drink and drive.
Yes, please don't drink and drive ever. Not even just for Thanksgiving.
Don't drink sodas.
But
you
ever.
can avoid it.
Look at all of your nutrition labels.
Remember, you are what you eat.
So am I this noun later then?
No, turkey.
Oh. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thank you for listening to Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts. Millennial Boom and Reasons Why Aliens Will Never Invade Earth and Caught Misbehaving videos are made possible through viewer donations. Check out www.linktree.com/MrBadleyTV to see how you can help. See you next week.